Vilchik. This is Georgia Hollywood Review TV, and today we're doing a day in the life of Mark Wofford. And Mark, we're doing it here at Park 27, which is a Korean barbecue place. We are going to eat the delicious food a little later, but first we're going to talk to you, Mark, about PC&E, which is a prop studio. So can we start?
We're a motion picture rental company.
You're a motion picture rental company.
Rental company.
So explain that to people who seeing movies. Where does your work fit into the movie world?
Well, we fit into the movie world and the commercial world. The commercial business has always been kind of our bread and butter of
commercials.
Like TV commercials.
Okay.
We do a good bit in episodic TV shows. We have a lot of motion picture dollies, the Fisher Dolly and the Chapman Dolly, the two kind of main brands. We rent those out to people, but we have cameras, we have lighting and grip, we have generators, we have expendables, we have sound stages. We're, like I say, we're a one-stop shop.
Okay. Now we see that you donate a lot of your services to indie films. So can you give us an example of one and the role you've played in that?
We try to work on a case-by-case basis with indie filmmakers. Deborah Riley Draper brought us a project. She presented it to us. She had a limited budget. We considered her equipment needs, and it seemed like a good fit and a good thing to help with. You always have to kind of judge, because there's a lot of people and a lot of good ideas, and you can't help everyone all the time. So you kind of see what the person's trying to do, the message they're trying to get across, the vision that they have, and if we can be a part of that and encourage that and support that, selfishly it's only good for us in the long run, because hopefully they'll come back to us and we'll develop a working relationship with them.
Now, I also understand that you have very, very high-tech new equipment.
Yes.
For those of us who are less familiar with the equipment, I think you need to educate us.
Okay. We recently acquired a high-speed motion control Cinebot called a Bolt X. Cinebot. It's basically an industrial robot.
Oh, bot. For those of us who are South African, it would be a Cinebot, a robot. Yes. Right, got it.
And it's basically an industrial robot that's controlled by state-of-the-art software, and you're able to do repeatable moves. It's extremely fast. You can do tabletop food commercials. You can do product shots. You could do liquids flowing. You pair it with a camera that will shoot high speed, like the Phantom 4K camera, which can shoot several thousand frames per second. The robot itself is very fast, very powerful. It can move, the arm itself can move about 9.7 meters per second. So the conversion on that is about 30 feet a second.
So that's fascinating, which brings us to how technology is changing the equipment rental business. I mean, are we going to see huge changes in lighter, smaller equipment that does the same thing?
We've been seeing that on the lighting side for the past 5 to 7 years with LED technology. LED lights are getting more efficient, more powerful, better color rendition. Now we have lights that have firmware like computers. So basically they're small computer-powered lights, and you can manipulate the ability of what they can do very easily by updating their firmware. And cameras change on a regular basis, get better sensors, get more ability, and for what it does for us as a rental company or an equipment provider, it just makes us kind of have to step up our game and be more in tune with what the market wants, more in tune what the filmmaker needs, and constantly be aware that it's an ever-changing landscape of what's the latest and greatest, and can you get it, and will it rent, and will it make your investment back? Because in the end, we are a business, and we want to, do good business. But it's a challenge, but it's exciting too. I mean,
And right now in Georgia, what projects are you working on, or are you involved in, that we as viewers are going to be able to see?
Our first job with the Bolt Cinebot, the Bolt X, was part of a promo for a TV show called the Titan Night, the Titan Games, which is filming its second season here. thanks to Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Ah, yes.
And it went on the location.
Dwayne, the
I
Rock?
have not.
But he's using your bot.
We used it on a one-day shoot. It was a promo for which hopefully will air at some point. We'll have footage to share. Multiple TV commercials. The television show Dynasty has dollies from us. The television show Legacies has dollies from us. They're almost too numerous to mention. Some of the day-to-day jobs, the number of jobs we can do in a day. But it's an exciting time.
So Mark, the Atlanta and the Georgia film industry for you personally, give us a sentence, has been?
It's been my life's work, my career. This is all I've ever done, and I'm a Georgia native. I've worked in this business for 32 years. I started out as a production assistant, working on commercials, the odd movie here and there. That was back in the late 80s, early 90s. I got to work on the official Olympic film when it was here. I worked at the film lab. I've worked at PC&E for the past 15 years, so this is the only thing I've ever done.
Well, Mark Wofford, one of the people who is helping to grow the Georgia film industry, and thank you for joining us on A Day in the Life with Georgia Hollywood Review TV.
Much appreciated.